Belfast, the newest movie directed by Kenneth Branagh, and it stars newcomer Jude Hill and also Judi Dench, among others. So yes, this movie is called Belfast. It's around this boy played by Jude Hill, who lives in Ireland and has to overcome the riots and struggles that are happening in his town Belfast in Ireland. This movie, I think, to get right to the chase, is pretty good. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's Oscar worthy like some people suggest. But I think this movie is really, really good. I think one of my positives I think in this movie is the like the dialogue and the kind of help that the kind of dynamics and help and kind of lessons that they kind of teach through the dialogue to this kid, because we're kind of following the kid throughout the whole movie, so we kind of see throughout his perspective, not as much as I thought, but enough to know that. So yeah, we get a lot of great dialogue of just mainly his grandparents, which one to play by Judi Dench. I forgot who the grandpa is played by, but yeah, giving them and some of the other family members giving advice and kind of trying to talk themselves down to what's happening in their town, and kind of trying to cope with that. And yes, I think that dynamic was very good in the movie. The dialogue, the kind of chemistry between the characters, I think was the strongest part of the movie. I think the like the direction by Kenneth Branagh was fine. I don't think it was crazily outstanding, but I think one of the things he does very, very well here is there is some like action moments of stuff, because there is like riots and kind of stuff going on in his street and town of Belfast. And I think that was my favorite part of the direction. I think was he directs in a way where you feel like you're actually in with these right people, and kind of in the anxiety that the boy is having and the family members, and kind of there with them in those moments, which I really think helped elevate the intensity level just a little bit. So yes, guys, those were my main two positives with the movie. Sadly, I think that is only where my positives stop. Not to say this is a bad movie, I think this is really good. With those two positives alone, that makes it a really good movie. But to go to my negatives, is I think this movie kind of doesn't touch upon a lot of things that much as I want him to. There's like these segments of this boy who he watches movies, and that kind of, there's this idea that movies kind of helps him escape the world around him, uh, and kind of take a break from what's happening from around him and just focus on the movie. I think they could have done a little bit better of showing that and kind of showing a little bit more of that stuff because there's only 3 or 4 of them, like yeah, there's like 3 or 4 of them, and in like the hour-and-a-half movie, and I kind of feel like I wish that was more of a prominent thing because when they do happen, since there's not that much of them, they kind of feel out of place because what they do is those scenes are kind of in color, like the movie is in color. They kind of show how he's feeling in those scenes, and kind of how, uh, like I said, it helps him escape the world and see everything in a new light. But since those only happen a couple of times, when you see those scenes in color, it kind of feels out of place. It's kind of hard to explain. You'll kind of need to make your own assumptions when you see the movie on that, but that's what I thought. I think there was a couple other things where they kind of say stuff, and then you kind of expect them to go a little bit deeper into the conversation, and they don't, and then you're kind of like, okay. And a little kind of the same with a couple plot points. I thought they one in particular with a family member, I was to kind of dove a little bit deeper into that, just a little bit. So then we feel a little bit more in that scene, those scenes, uh, and without spoiling anything, yeah, that's probably my negatives. But other than that, I think Belfast is great with great dialogue and acting by Jude Hill, Judi Dench, among others. I think Judy Hill, for this being his first performance, he did a great job with the emotional moments. The parents of his does a very good job too in the movie, along with Judi Dench and everyone in this movie. Performances are really, really good, and I really enjoyed this movie with great direction by Kenneth Branagh. When with the action scenes, feeling like you're up there in the action scenes, which helps kind of heighten the intensity. So yes, that is what I thought of Belfast. But that's just what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on Belfast. Also, if you want to see more videos from me, you can subscribe. Once you subscribe, you can hit a bell notification, and then you will be notified every time I upload a new video. But yes, guys, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.